We've gotten more than a few questions over the last few months about the BMX restoration, and I wanted to let you all know that the BMX restoration is ongoing. We've moved, we've put together a new studio. It's been a crazy few months, but there is actually work being done on the BMX right now. It seems like there are some people out there that are really excited about the BMX, and I'm really glad to hear that. So I thought what I'd do is show you some footage from the last repair session that we had at the old garage. Now we've moved to a new garage if you've been watching our videos recently, and Joe and I just got done putting the new garage and workshop together, so we should have new BMX videos very soon. I left this footage in the can because at the time I felt like it was an incomplete update. But given that it's been a few months and you guys have been really patient, I'll put it together for you, and I wanted you to see where we were because there was a little surprise in store here, so enjoy. So we're on our, what is this, our fourth video about the BMX?
Believe so.
Okay, but this time we have a new entry. We have a plot twist in the development of the BMX restoration because we have another BMX. Now Joe, tell me about this BMX. What's the year, the make, what's the story behind this guy?
This is actually my cousin's 1987 Dino Detour. This was a freestyle bike made very early on in the, I guess the popularity growth of BMX and freestyle BMX. This was soon after GT, the BMX company, purchased Dino and started putting a bunch of their, freestyle BMX parts on it. So it's got a bunch of, GT extras. It does have the free spinning handlebar setup, which allows for a lot of the, street tricks and everything. Mag wheels. It's got some added skateboard grip tape on it because my cousin used to do a bunch of tricks. And so yeah, I went over to my cousin's house for Christmas this year, and he was telling me, he was like, "Hey, I've got this old bike. It's my old BMX. I can't do anything with it. Don't have any place for it. Was wondering if you might like it." And he, brought me out and showed it to me. And I saw this really awesome. It needs some work, but it's a really awesome bike. And after doing some research on it, it was really popular at the time. It's kind of a mid-level, not quite so much your kind of a generic BMX, but it's not the the pro model BMX bikes. Though there were some pros that that did ride it and did demos on these bikes. So it's just a pretty awesome bike, and I'm excited to be able to bring some new life back into it.
What are you hoping to accomplish on this bike? Because the Team Murray, we've got sort of a refurbishment restoration going on, whereas this bike, you've got a lot of original decals, stickers, paint. What level are we going to on this one?
I think for the moment, I just want to break it down and kind of refurbish a lot of some of the original parts. The paint's still in fairly good shape. The decals are super hard to come by. Of course, you can only find them in reproductions now, and I've been searching for, since I guess it's about a month and a half since Christmas, trying to find a good set of reproduction labels, and the availability is just not out there. So I'm probably not going to do a whole lot to the frame. I'm going to break down the wheels, put new tires on, bleach the wheels and get them nice, solid white again. Going to add a new chain, replace the brake pads with some white pads so that they're not going to scuff up the wheels too much. Got new grips for it, and really just try to clean it up and make it look, make it look like a functional newer bike again. In the process of applying some metal polish to this sprocket here to try to get some of those swirl marks out from the brush on the Dremel head. So we'll get in here and get some of this polish in, and I'll wipe it out with another claw. A little bit of a tedious process, but to bring some of the shine and luster back, then hey, it's worth it. Well, it's shining. And I think if I had...
It looks like it's less swirly.
It is. Do you know what would make this... What would give it a really nice
auto
shine?
buffer?
Yeah, if I had some kind of a
Drill.
buffing head. I wonder if I should have pulled these tires off while the wheels were still attached to the bike. Or maybe it won't be that big of a deal. So if we leave it as such, it's going to be a whole lot easier to just take that front wheel, spin the front wheel so that the bike spokes go in the same direction, then trying to pull this out. And flop it to the other side.
Well, but
I mean, we
you gotta
still have to
clean. You gotta
clean
clean
it.
the hub anyway.
Right.
And the only threat I've heard is that on those fiberglass wheels, sometimes when you try and press out the hub, unless you do it professionally, you can crack the hub itself.
Yeah, we
the
don't
wheel.
want to do that.
I'm not trying to scare you. Just saying.
Suzu bearings from Japan.
Yeah, the best stuff is made in Japan.
All the best stuff is made in Japan.
Well, I think a lot of people don't remember that in the 80s, it was made in Japan or it was made in Taiwan. It wasn't made in China.
Right.
You know, and that lent itself to much better quality than what we have now.
Wow. Check this out.
What's that?
Suntour BMX?
Yeah, Suntour. Suntour, the people that made the coaster brakes and stuff back then. As a matter of fact, the Skyway mags, Mag 2s, use Suntour coaster brakes in their hubs. That's more useless trivia for you.
I feel like my bike has kind of taken over here, Michael.
No, my bike's just in a holding pattern because I have to take it over to Norcross and do an acid bath. So...
Do we want to do the acid bath today?
No, I don't have the equipment, so...
Okay.
And that's going to be a really boring video for our viewers.
So, this is our demonstration here of kind of old versus new pad. We're doing away with the dingy old black marking up pads, and we're putting in some nice clean white pads. So this is my replacement chain to take the place of this nicely rusted 30-year-old chain. This is thanks to Pork Chop BMX, a local BMX shop here run out of Marietta. It's a good looking chain. It's got the white links with the nickel chain. And I think it'll be a solid replacement for the original.